Welcome to 2 on the 10.
We back 2 on the 10, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy.
Greedy.
We took a little extended break there.
Sorry about that, y'all.
You know, we all good. We had to recharge after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Mitch decided he got into a Thanksgiving challenge, ate about 6 birds in a row.
Slept for 4 days.
Yes, he was hospitalized.
Sold about 6 birds. I'm just playing.
Hey, this ain't back in the day, bro. This ain't New Jack City. I'm your brother's keeper. Yeah. He's stupid, but nah, man. We back. Like I said, sometimes you gotta take it like a little recharge. Everybody, it's that time of year, Christmas time. Thanksgiving, holidays. I think everybody here had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So we'll go around. We'll figure it out. We'll get all the listeners caught up, and we'll get to it. We got
Lots to talk about.
Yeah, we got some hot topics. So, all right, Titano, I'll start with you, man. How was your weekend? How was your holiday?
Holiday was good. It was cool to see family. Had some stuff at the house the night before, and then did Papa Bear's house on Thanksgiving, which was cool. And then Chris had her family in town, had an uncle and aunt from El Paso in town.
Okay.
So we actually hung with them on Friday. And then actually also Saturday, went to some downtown festival in Glendale and stuff. But that got me a chance to also go to Taco Bell on Saturday.
Okay. Ooh, man.
That just seems to keep getting better, man.
Yeah.
That place is amazing.
Yeah, hadn't had it in a while, so it was definitely.
And for those that don't know, if you're ever in Phoenix, Arizona, for some of the best carne asada, go to Taco Bell, and the prices are right, too.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, man, it's like good size. They're like $5.50 for like the mixed stuff quesadilla.
Yeah, it might be $9 for the super one, but
is it for the big one? Okay,
but it's amazing, man.
I remember it was like $5.50. I mean, like you said, the prices were good for what you get.
Yeah, and they still are, man. They still are, considering you got to compare it to what else is out there.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, so Taco Bell, and then also actually on that Sunday did a brunch over at JW Marriott, Camelback. Or Lincoln, I should say, Lincoln in Scottsdale, and did the Rita's Cantina. For those of you who don't know, one of my favorite brunches anywhere, because it's like they did raise the price, so it's now $99 a person.
Mm-hmm.
But keep this in mind, it is all you can drink mimosas,
okay,
and champagne.
There you go.
And for example, you always go around the back side, start with the major food, and make your way to the breakfast stuff and the fluff in the front later.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple things. They have, prime rib, just cut in it for you, whatever you want. Okay. They have little filet tenderloin medallions.
Mm-hmm.
They also have like really, really good Mexican food, like quesadillas were amazing. People are like, I'd have a plate with like prime rib, filet, and then some quesadillas.
Okay, wow.
The quesadillas were amazing. And then they had 3 different types of tacos. They had steak, chicken, and octopus. Some of the best mashed potatoes ever too, was really money. And this time, a lot of times they kind of chintz with the little crab claws or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting much crab meat out of the crab claws.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big crab fan because you do a lot. Well, I like crab, but I don't like to work for crab. You know, like you're cutting with your scissors. You go to those bakes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to cut the crab. Whatever, just to get a little piece of meat off the fork type stuff. This one was cool. They had like whatever part of the crab. They had just a ton of crab, so we grabbed a bunch of those, take advantage. They also have like ahi tuna. And then they do have one of the best, like a French toast out there, in my opinion. I think they do cornflakes on top of it. And then we even made a cheat code. I went with, me and Chris went with Ryan and Fallon.
Mm-hmm.
And Fallon was like, you guys, they have banana Fosters for dessert. You should throw it on the French toast. So yeah, I had the dude heat up the banana Fosters, throw it on the French toast with a syrup. Probably the best French toast I've ever had.
There you go.
So yeah, so that brunch was amazing. And then let's see what else. Did I do anything else food-wise? I'd say I think I was going to try and get a pizza that Nick's going to talk about later. Mm-hmm. And then I just was getting lazy, couldn't drive to get it, didn't want to drive to get it. So I ended up doing a Crave, and did a deep dish. And I forgot how much I love, that deep dish. Best Arizona deep dish in my opinion. But so had a great holiday. Thankfully hit the gym, went to the gym on Thanksgiving.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Went to the gym on Thanksgiving. So because I knew what this, this is starting.
He knew it was going to be
yeah.
start. Yeah, because right now, what is it? All turkey pies. I got a pecan pie after the show calling my name.
Yeah.
Just all candy yams, everything, mashed potatoes, fucking all.
It sounded like that lady song. Beans, greens, potatoes.
I'm sound like my Thanksgiving.
Molly.
What's wrong with you? Was sweating. But yeah.
So that was it, man. It was cool.
All right, dope. Greedy, what you got, man?
Had a good Thanksgiving myself. Did a little cooking. I haven't cooked in a while, so made some
What
baked.
you cook, meth?
I wish. No, I made some baked ziti, some meatballs. Just slaved over the stove for like a day and a half because my sauce, I just start cooking it, cooks overnight just on slow, and then with the meatballs in there, and then put it in the fridge, let it like
You tell Scotty to watch the sauce.
kind of let it firm up, and then I made the baked ziti. I heated that up, and then put that in the fridge, and then the next morning, Thanksgiving morning, because I started on Tuesday, so on Thursday morning I got up and then I actually cooked it the rest of the way, heated everything up, and then had it ready to go. So good.
That's great.
So good.
That's crazy.
But did that, had the normal family Thanksgiving crazy, hung out and just enjoyed it. It was good food. By like 6:30, I was exhausted. I felt like I'd been up for like 5 days. It just takes it out of eating all that food, turkey, and then so many desserts. My aunt, I will say this, my aunt probably makes one of the best homemade cheesecakes I've ever had. Probably just one of the best cheesecakes on its own. So good. And she made 2 of them. And man, I probably ate 2 pieces of that. I had a piece of pumpkin pie. My uncle makes these cookies. They're like nut rolls. It's like my grandma's recipe that he started making. Pause. I know. And so we had those, and he made me a whole tray of those just for myself.
Tray of nut rolls?
Yes. And I've been eating desserts for for like a week. I bought a pumpkin pie the week of Thanksgiving before and ate the whole thing myself at the house.
Holy shit.
So I'm all liquored up on sweets.
You know what the Bible says about gluttony, right?
Yeah. That was meant for me.
Oh, you should be, instead of greedy, we should be gluttony. His new name's Gluttony.
So, and then it was my brother's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday,
Shout out to Scotty.
Make sure you watch that sauce.
Yeah. But he came down yesterday, and we went to Sal's Gilbert Pizza.
Okay.
And their new pizza is fire.
Really?
So they're doing a chicken parm pizza, but they throw a little twist on it, and they do it in a vodka sauce instead of the regular tomato sauce. And then the crust, they do a sesame seed crust. And that shit was fire. And it's filling too. Like I couldn't eat more than 2 pieces. I was absolutely stuffed. And we only ordered a medium pizza, so the pieces weren't.
That's because you were filled with nut rolls.
And man, that pizza was so good, man. I'm telling you. But and then the other reason Scotty came down is my family has their tradition every holiday. Obviously we all, including everybody at this table, have done well for themselves. I would say we're all very blessed with our family and our financial situations and our lives in general. So my family, I think Mitch got us. I actually saw a post. I think Mitch got me on this like 10 or 12 years ago.
That's what's right.
Our family, we found a organization that has, we buy basically Christmas gifts for foster kids.
Oh, that's dope.
That's amazing.
So
Amazing.
they give us like 3 families, and then we go out and we just buy Christmas gifts for all the kids in the family. So this year, I got like an 8-year-old boy. Scotty got like a 3-year-old boy, and then my parents got like a boy and a girl, and my aunt and uncle got a boy and a girl.
What is that, Epstein Island?
And we buy gifts. So my kid, of course, wants a new bike, wants a weight set,
Right.
wants skates. I'm like, what's he think? Daddy Warbucks is behind it? So ended up we got him a nice bike.
There you go.
A bunch of clothes.
That's dope.
And then the little guy got a bike as well. He wanted a bike. So we just went shopping after and just got a bunch of gifts for them. And then everything's getting delivered to the families on Friday, so they'll have them well in time for Christmas so they can wrap them and get them ready for putting under the tree. So I highly recommend, man, if you're not doing something, if you have the means, you can find something to, go to them. I guess they don't have malls much anywhere, but they do have the mall. Go to a little Christmas tree, pull one of the angels down, buy a gift for a kid. That's what the holiday's about. I remember how excited I used to get when I was a kid and to get Christmas gifts, and just to be able to pass that feeling along to someone else that may have not had that opportunity, just makes me feel good, and it makes me feel, I know that I'm blessed and I have a great life. So it's just a matter of, passing that along. So highly recommend, if you haven't done it, or, if you're not big on exchanging gifts with your family, what do you buy your parents that have everything they could possibly want anyway? Instead of buying gifts for each other, we then take that money and we spend it on people that are less fortunate. Instead of buying my parents a gift card, which I was going to buy them anyway because I don't know what to get them, I just take that money and we buy gifts for people in need. So
Awesome. That's awesome. Seriously, all jokes aside.
that's for sure. So definitely recommend, if you're looking for something to do, you can't figure out what to buy for people, just go and be like, hey, let's not buy anything for ourselves. Let's do something positive out of it, and
there you go.
Go buy other people that are in need something, and share the wealth and share the happiness during Christmas time, and then not have to stress over trying to find a gift for your friend that you don't, you're going to end up buying them a gift card or something, and then they're going to buy you a gift card. Might as well take that money and do something nice for somebody else. So
There you go. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. Because I try to tell my girls, like you said, we definitely blessed up here on this table. And this is one of the reasons why I hate this time of year, because like I said, corporations and stuff have perverted what, Thanksgiving and Christmas is. You got Black Friday before Black Friday, going on. You got, Christmas times, and people are going into debt and breaking their neck over there trying to buy their kids, toys and presents they may play with for fucking 3, maybe 4 months, you know what I'm saying, and forget about it. And meanwhile, their parents are going into debt over it. And it's turned into, instead of talking about the blessings, the birth of Christ, it's turned into about gift giving, you know what I'm saying, and presents. And that's why I tell my girl, I was like, listen, we're going to buy her son some gift, for hers, but and I'll buy her birthday's close to Christmas, but I tell her, don't buy me Christmas, don't buy me presents. Like, I don't want material things. I'll take a back rub, I'll take a foot rub, I'll take a nice cooked dinner over an expensive gift any day. It's not about materials. I've been there. I'm all about experiences, Give me some type of good ass experience, and then we'll kind of go from there. So that's kind of like where I'm at. But as far as, like my Thanksgiving, it was chill. It was exactly how I wanted it. Just sat there with my girl. It was just me and her. I fried a turkey like I do for the last 20 years, and it was dope. I mean, I got my the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the greens, everything. Like you was
The song, like the song.
like the song. I got all that stuff, and having leftovers for days. That's what I look forward to. You know what I'm saying, is being able to eat something like that. So I'm always, I'm not about a big gift giving. I'm all about, I'm just happy that I thank the Lord that I'm on this earth for another year. You know what I'm saying, and get to celebrate that. So, but speaking on, not being on this earth, let's get into our first topic, which I think is like super heavy. The UnitedHealthcare CEO, I just, woo, bro, he's got shot in Manhattan. Early 7 o'clock, early in the morning. You imagine that? Just got done brushing your teeth.
We've all been to Times Square.
Yeah.
We've all been to Manhattan.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I know it's hustle and bustle, but that early in the morning, that area, that type of image, and people saw the videos and different things like that. They were saying, and I think it hits. It basically was almost going back to mob era, New York in the 80s.
Yep.
Like, purposely broad daylight.
Yeah. The videos was crazy. I mean, you see the dude, first of all, he has a silencer, which was crazy to me. How many times in these mass shootings or any kind of shootings, you see an actual silencer, you know what I'm saying? You always see, ARs, 9mm or whatever, but this dude actually pulled out a damn silencer, you know what I'm saying?
Out of a backpack.
And then, far as from the video, popped him once in the back.
Yep.
It looks like we're still trying to get clarification, and I'll let you speak on this, Mitch. It looks like the gun jams a little bit because you can see him trying to move the slide back and forth. Then he shoots him again, and then I think he shoots him one more time before he darts off in front of a black SUV, and then hops on an e-bike, goes to Central Park, hangs out there for a little bit, and then rides off, and nobody's still seen him. So this shit is just. A couple of weeks ago, you were talking about how the healthcare
On this show.
how the healthcare system has just been, going to shit. And, supposedly there were some inscriptions on each one of the shell cases that were found, talking about
delay, deny, and depose.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, it kind of plays into what you were talking about before, where people were getting denied for healthcare. Delayed. They were waiting, up to 6 to 8 months. People were dying and stuff like that. And is this, our question is this somebody who is, was affected by, that, healthcare, maybe their loved ones or one of them died? Or is this, the dude looked like a professional, bro. As cool and calm as he was, and the way, like I said, you speak on what he was doing, either it was jammed on the slide thing. It was just, he was smooth with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
just coming out the backpack in the middle of nowhere, wasn't even looking around. Let's be honest. Let's take this for my mind plays 1,000 different scenarios like a computer. Okay, what about if it was this? What about this? What angle? And I just try and flip it till I find in my head what I would, what I believe to be my own narrative, whether right or wrong or indifferent, until I'm, get more information. With that said, if you're a person that's trying to avenge, let's say, your grandma or something, or just the greed, or corporate America, greed, capitalism, and maybe even deeper. Are you really just cold, like ice water in your veins?
Right.
Backpack, middle of Times Square. You haven't done this before.
Yeah.
If the narrative is, that like they're trying to sell, and then keep in mind, narrative, the word narrative, look it up.
Right.
Hey, just like when we turn on the TV and we watch a program, it's called programming for a reason.
Right.
So keep that in mind when, you're deciphering this stuff, because it's kind of funny. It's like, again, I always bring up the Vegas shooting because that's always a sore spot with me. But, remember when they released the photos of the FBI, somehow it got leaked, someone stole the footage, the photo, and that's what we saw.
Yep.
But we couldn't get the videotape, right? There's never been the videotape. Same with Epstein.
Right.
No videotape. But the videotape is released quickly to the media. You know what I mean? Like quickly, within hours.
Right.
Okay, so, again, and I say they, you can imagine who they are, fill in the blank, whatever your perception is your reality. They allow it. Trust me. If they don't want the video seen, it's not seen.
Right.
They allow it because it's going to create sensationalism, in my opinion. And it's going to create whatever actions they are. Again, keep in mind, I always say this, they're playing 6D chess. I don't ever think it's jacks or backgammon or checkers where I just jumped you. I jumped you, and that's exactly the move it was.
Right.
It's like other moves to set up 10 moves down the road, in my opinion. So with that said, do you guys, again, the bullets, the writing on the bullets, in my opinion, is the new manifesto that's left behind by everybody that's angry in the school shooting type stuff.
Right.
And I think the bullets are the reason, and you're going to get the super educated person that's going to sit there. It's pretty obvious. The person was upset. It said deny on the bullets,
Yeah.
And again, they could have knocked 10 birds out with one stone, all while setting up bigger plays.
Right.
Real quick, let's just go around. Again, not saying what happened, but do you think it's a disgruntled person?
No. Okay. So,
and again, yes,
technically,
if we're being honest,
Yeah.
that's one thing. People like to bash, conspiracy theorists,
Right.
But my type of conspiracy is let's bring it up in conversation, be open-minded about it, and try and find the truth.
Right. This one, bro. I would. This looked like a trained killer or a trained assassin just first of all, like I said, I'll go to my point before. In these mass shootings and stuff like that, it's always, for me, it's just, they bring it in, they're not like sharpshooters and stuff like that. They're bringing in trying to kill as many people as they can. They're just up here just spraying them with
Creating chaos.
Yeah, creating chaos with spraying them with the AK. This dude methodically waited, first of all. He waited for, like, because they ain't show the whole video, but there are people that pass him before. There's a lady even on the side when he takes the first shot. There's a lady in black that here's the. I mean, it's a silencer, yeah, but it still makes a sound. She runs. You know what I'm saying? And he was as calm as could be. He fires once, and like I said, he looks like he's fooling with the gun. Like I said, I don't know if he's clearing the rounds or whatever. It fires again, and the whole time. If to me, like you said, if it was somebody inexperienced, first of all, he'd have been shaking. He would have been in a hurry,
looking around,
you could see the nervousness. Where this dude was, like you said, was ice cold.
No, exactly. It was methodic. It was calculated.
Right.
It was precise.
And
again, I know I'll just bring it up so we can tackle what we were talking about, because when we watched the video slow mo. It looks like, the gun jammed, and there's big old arguments with gun experts. I know guns, a thing or two about guns, but I'm not going to act like I've shot a subsonic, bullet before. And that's the argument, is that it's not that the silencer supposedly caused the malfunction. It's that the inability of the subsonic round to cycle through. Right. And so they were saying he was manually cycling through.
Gotcha.
And so people that really, really know guns go, if he was cycling through manually, he's a G with it. You know what I mean? He's not some just clown off the street.
Right.
And also the fact that, also, if you're mad about your grandma, whatever, and are you going to go get subsonic rounds if you have a silencer already? This is a little overkill.
The other thing too is, after he did the second shot, then he walks towards him. He could have just took off and ran. But then he did a third shot, and then he walked up and he looked at him. It was like he was making sure that those shots were fatal. And then he just cut across the street, kind of hopped across the street and ran through an alley and was gone. And he knew where he was going. He knew directions. He knew to get the city bike. He had a fake ID that he used to allegedly stay at a hostel down in a fake Jersey ID that he used to stay in a hostel in New York, supposedly. You don't, if you've never killed anybody and you're not trained on it and you're not,
don't speak on it.
You're not going to be that calculated. You're not going to be that coordinated. That was like military or
military say,
or hitman style thing.
Or like Jason Bourne, or like MK Ultra.
But here's the thing now, could it be that there was a disgruntled family and maybe they hired this guy to do it, and they're not necessarily just some disgruntled guy that did it? There could be someone behind it. Or could it be the fact that allegedly he was going to be looked at for insider trading, for selling a bunch of stocks
early without pissing off people? And here's one that I came up with yesterday, and looking, if you look at who owns the biggest shares of UnitedHealthcare, it's the two main culprits that own basically everything. You know? It's Vanguard and BlackRock.
Again, we said the B word again.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the last two assassination attempts on Trump was, they were both in B word. I hate to say that out loud.
Exactly.
I know you're listening, but
unalive attempts.
But they were. They were both on commercials there, and now, ties. Like I said, this dude's tied to it. Now, was this insider trading? Did this hurt, stocks in some way? Because you got to go back and think about the motive now. Okay. Now, because
let me pose a question real quick, because this is one thing I just thought. Again, I'm thinking out loud. Do you think that there's an insurance policy on the CEO, and considering the CEO made between 10 and 15 million for the year?
Yeah. Oh, he definitely got a he definitely got a crazy.
I'm talking about, does someone have one on him for the company?
Oh, does a company have a? I'm sure they're gonna look at it, but that's a great question too. What do you take out? I'm walking around. I don't know if I should say this on here. I'm walking around, but
your girl might be listening. Don't say it.
But what I'm saying is, for someone that high up, you probably got about a $5-10 million policy.
Well, no. But here's the thing: if you're, I'm not even going to say a company name. Could you imagine any of these companies or major investors, or even just UnitedHealthcare as a corporation, going, you know what? We're going to put out an insurance policy on our CEO, because he's worth so much to our company.
Right.
That if we pay this man $10 million, or 15 million a year, whatever it is,
Yeah, I got you.
I mean,
but here's the
would it
question.
be out of line for Lloyd's of London or somebody to insure, him for $100 million?
Right. Well, I see what you're saying. So here's my and I mean,
And I'm not saying-
that is something we definitely need to look into it and see if he has some insurance claims, because that hasn't even come up. That's a valid point right there. But here's the thing: when was that? When was that?
Yeah. If and again, this is just my own personal thoughts.
These are all these are our personal opinions. These aren't no facts or whatever. These are just hypothetical questions. I just want to make that clear, everyone.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that it makes me think about is you hear about, obviously we have Trump coming into office and him talking about going at, and the new guy he just picked, I think, for the head of the FBI, talking about going after a bunch of people. And I know now Biden's talking about like blanket pardons for people like Fauci and
Well, he pardoned his son, right?
yeah, he pardoned his son. But is this guy, was he going to testify against somebody, or did he have knowledge about things that happened during COVID that people wanted to keep him quiet,
Yep.
and maybe you pin it on, it's a disgruntled person, look over here, so you don't look at the facts of what
You make it look like make it look like it's somebody that's great. Here's my thing.
I'll just say this. Someone was definitely sending a message, because you do it on video. You do it in basically, first thing in the morning.
Prime time.
Yeah.
The news.
In the biggest city in the world, where there's people and cameras on every corner, everywhere.
Yep.
And you do it, and it's like brazen, almost like you're daring people
Let me ask
to
you guys
look
this.
into it further.
Let's say we decided we wanted to commit a crime, right?
Right.
Hypothetically saying we wanted to rob a bank or we wanted to do something else, right? Okay, we wore masks.
Yep.
Do you guys think we could get away with it, or do you think facial recognition would pick us up?
Hell no. Okay. So we talked about this earlier. Listen. So I travel quite a bit, right? Coming in and out of the country.
Yeah.
I show my passport most of the time going out of the country, right?
Yeah.
But when I come back into the country, I don't even pull up. They tell me to look at the camera.
Yeah, look at the camera,
I look at the camera. All my information pops up.
Yep.
Automatically. So that means they have my face already in the system, where the camera already, no matter where I'm at, is going to pick up. You telling me they can't do facial recognition on this dude and pull up all this information immediately?
In Manhattan, at all
Yes.
places. And then on top of that too, rumors, I don't know if anybody else, again, these are rumors, but the rumors were that one of the tests, again, there's always 10 levels. There's just 60 tests. It's never one thing. It's layers and layers and layers of things that all are getting done at the same time with one action.
Right.
And so one of the things about COVID was supposedly, or allegedly, is everybody was walking around to wear masks so they could fine tune the facial recognition.
Ah.
That
would make sense, because I always thought it was crazy, because you were allowed to wear masks going into a bank, when bank was open. And I'm like, man, how many times when you should see the signs on the that says, please remove your hat, your sunglasses, all that time, going into a bank. And during COVID, you could walk in there, like I said, fuck, you could literally rob at that time if you wanted to, because you go in there with your face covered, nobody's thinking of anything. And that's why I'm saying you can get away right now. That's why he probably didn't bring. First of all, it's cold in New York right now. Second of all, if you see somebody wearing a mask, you're not gonna think anybody else, because you already been conditioned to seeing people wear. I still, to this day, I'll walk into a place and see somebody either working or sitting in there wearing a mask. I don't think two shits about it. I'm like, I probably should start looking at them more now, just because nobody wears them anymore. But I'm conditioned to the point where, okay, they're still on this COVID kick, you know what I'm saying? And so somebody probably thought the same thing. Oh, this dude's, cold, or, he's one of the, germaphobes or whatever. And
and then
I might get in trouble for that one, but
there's also, again, there's so many different theories flying around, and there could be so many different impossible truths.
Right. Here's the thing. Going back to what Nick said, he rented out a room at the hostel that was across the street, right?
Yep.
They have two different pictures of him where he has two different coats on it. So I'm assuming they're on two different days. That's what I'm assuming.
The coats are so similar.
Yeah, they're really similar. They're really similar coats, and I'm assuming that. And he has He has two different and that's another thing. He has two different backpacks.
At least
'cause-
a tan one and
And he was on the phone with somebody just prior. When he was
prior
walking
to it.
up to where he was
Yeah.
stationed. So
Probably a spotter
he had
or
out-
probably
yeah,
look at
or
his eyes in the
insider
hotel.
information, or hey, he's coming out. He's in the blue jacket.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be crossing the street, coming into the hotel. shortly.
So if he's on the phone, again, that kills the-
But again, if he's on the phone, how do they not? So the cell phone has a ping towers, right? Okay.
yeah.
So at that time, at that time early in the morning, New York is a huge city, but you can narrow it. I mean, at that time, there ain't a shit ton of people as it normally is on the street.
Unless
He
it's not
probably
flip.
has a burner phone though.
Yeah,
flip phone.
burner. Yeah. I mean, it has a ping somewhere. I don't know if
Who
that
knows
number
if it
could
was
ping.
a cell phone or it was
sat phone?
like a sat phone or walkie-talkie or something.
yeah.
That he just had up to his face and he was talking to somebody.
Or even pretending to talk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: a lot of
Pretending.
times when I'm doing something, or I'll pick up a phone and act like I'm walking and talking. You know. But again, he definitely manners, and we all agree then though that the mannerisms do not look like just some disgruntled guy that's first time.
No.
You know. Now maybe you could be disgruntled, and maybe you have military experience, maybe you have something else. You know what I mean? Like maybe you have experience in your background.
So the only thing that I question is if he was a true assassin. One thing that the guy did say, if he was a true assassin, he wouldn't have got caught on camera at the hospital if that's him.
Or he would have got coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, or he would have got coffee at Starbucks. He would have said he would have already known the schedule. He would have pulled up, right then. It would have seen as least as possible and got him. So that's what that was the argument that he wasn't a professional hitter because of that. But the dude had some kind of training. I'm gonna go as far as that saying is he wasn't some Joe Schmo fucking that was, like you said, upset that his grandma had died through the night. He had some kind of training.
Body language.
And what if him getting on camera was intentional? What if he's sending a message? Maybe he knows he's not going to get caught, or maybe he's an international spy or something. Just like Jason Bourne videos and stuff. Because when he's in, you see like the smile, the creepy smile that he has on his face at the Starbucks. That doesn't look. A normal person that's about to kill somebody doesn't have like a creepy big smile unless you're trained and you know what you're doing.
Or unless you're,
it's like a game to him.
or unless you're
Deadliest catch.
unless you're manipulated mentally, like MK Ultra, Monarch Butterfly, basically Manchurian Candidate, type of stuff. And can we all agree that stuff exists now? That's not a conspiracy thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it actually does. There's papers on it.
No. What I'm saying is you're starting to see it more and more. I mean, you're seeing cats. Like I said, the first dude that tried to take a swipe at Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of these nobody, well, supposedly nobody kids and stuff like that all of a sudden it's flipped one day. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing is, it's funny. The Tom Clancy stuff like that. I think those were, that's why these shows are so like realistic, because
without a doubt.
I think these are like actual leaked documents that they get to, and then the way they're trying to. It's kind of like what UFOs and stuff like that was going on right now. You slowly get us desensitized, like I just told you, desensitized to having masks on, seeing UFOs, fucking seeing Jason Bourne movies and stuff like that. Now you can come out and say, "Oh yeah, you know what? That's loosely based off a real story." You know what I'm saying?
Well, I also think the UFO stuff is so when they decide to fake the UFO invasion
With Project Blue Beam.
People will believe it.
Like I said, I'll keep saying this. I've been reading since 2006. There would be they would start disclosing UFOs, and I'm like, no, bullshit. It's too soon. People can't handle it.
And supposedly, like December 16th or something, there was some guy a long time ago that said 20 something days after Trump is on it gets interviewed by Joe Rogan.
39 days.
Yeah, 39.
But that was supposed to be December 3rd, I thought.
Was it? I thought it was like.
But I'll tell you what, man. If you've seen all the TikTok videos everywhere, including I threw up one from October 26th, because everybody else was throwing up their like lights in the sky videos. Yeah. I mean.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You talking about these reels and stuff like that. They have it's crazy how close some of these people are. And the thing is, I just want more people. My thing is, like I said, you're a real person. I know you. It's not like you're going to fucking throw up some AI bullshit or be trying to, fake it, something like that.
Yeah.
But
too many people are doing shit for likes or for attention.
Yeah, exactly. So my thing is, I want to see mass people seeing the same fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, I don't know, maybe the shit's cloaked. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can't see it from a long distance. Maybe you got to be up, close enough to see it. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like, I do see a lot more, reports on it. I see a lot more sightings on it, which is fucking crazy. And like you said, maybe they're desensitized to say, hey, yeah, UFOs are, finally saying they're real. I think, matter of fact, Congress basically came out and said, yes, we know about them, or they've been visiting the planet or something.
Well, there's something. They don't know what they are.
Gotcha.
That's why it's a UFO, unidentified flying. They're saying that there are objects that have been in the sky that have defied the laws of physics, that have shot different directions and up and down and everything that they can't explain.
Gotcha.
So whatever that is, if it's alien, if it's some technology that somebody has that they're not privy to or they don't want to disclose,
Right.
it could be something like that as well. But all they're saying is they're unidentified. They don't know where they're from, or they can't explain it.
Gotcha.
At least that's what they're telling us.
I don't know. Like I said, man, it's we talk about this. It's a weird time that we're living in right now. And it seems like it's accelerating faster. Faster and faster. This coming up year is going to be, it's going to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's, a lot of things. We're getting into the digital era. Bitcoin just broke 100,000.
Speaking of accelerating,
Yeah, just broke. So like I said, we're getting into a new age of, I don't know, I would say awakening, or I would say enlightening, or just being exposed to shit, or
order,
or something, and I don't know if it's going to be slowly brought in or if it's going to be pushed on to you all at one time and just
next 5 years.
That's what Mitch is claiming 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're going to do it
2030, I think.
2030, the world's going to change beyond at its speed. We're already seeing it, but yeah, everything.
But my thing is, if we're gonna bring it on, fucking stop fucking around.
Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus.
Let's do it right now.
But
I'm ready to get this motherfucker over.
Yeah, speaking of crypto, man, crypto's been going crazy lately. I know Mitchell, me and Mitch talked about it. The two coins that we're heavy into, both just boomed this week.
Yeah.
Shout out to what's it called? TRX or Tron.
Tron.
And then also obviously
XRP. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, we're about to go into a crazy bull run right now. I like the biggest meme coin out there to me right now. It's called Brett. I like that a lot because it's on the Base network. Coinbase wants to onboard 200 million new users onto their platform. And here's the thing, there's these utility coins, like XRP is a utility coin. Tron is a utility coin. For those who don't know, XRP helps with transactions. Right now it's the fasting transaction, fastest to complete transactions. Here's the thing. Once, I think XRP will go dummy once banks implement using XRP over what they use for their wiring service right now. So once they switch over, I think the fucking, I can see this thing mooning to, $10, $20, you know what I'm saying? From what it was, within, it could have been within a year. I think once they got over the regulations, they were dealing with some.
Remember, people said they were dead.
Well, they were getting, their whole thing is they didn't know which way the SEC was going to go as far as, coming down on them. What they did is they said, okay, listen, we still don't got no clarity. They don't have any clarity what cryptocurrency is right now. You can't, is it a digital asset? Is it a commodity? They still haven't defined it. So
But they tax you on it.
Yeah. But so basically what the SEC said is, look, we don't know what it is here, but here, pay us some money, and make this go away, and you can go about your business, you can do what you want to do. And that's essentially what happened. And once it cleared the path. And I think, like I said, it's a utility coin. But that being said, the newer generation, they don't give a shit about, a utility coin. What they care about is the kid that's, putting in $150 and fucking going up 100, 200,000 off a meme coin. You know what I'm saying? You just had the biggest, one of the biggest jumps kid been put in $100, went up to 6 million. That's what they're trying to hit the lotto. I mean, the coin called Chill Guy. It was a big hit.
But I want to know, how do you, once it hits that, how do you sell it? Because those aren't on a lot of the.
Yeah. So basically, okay. So you have exchanges. So they're not on major exchanges. So at first, what they trading at levels it's a wallet called Phantom.
Yeah.
Deck Screener. You can check those out. BullX is another one. So these are why real crypto heads know when these Pump That Fund. You go on there and it's essentially these coins that come out and you're kind of gambling. That's essentially what because they go up and down. 90% of the coins fucking going to die off within 3 to 4 days. Okay. I fucked around and was playing around trying to make a coin. I learned a lot of shit real quick, but it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I may turn around next year and try to fucking release another.
There might be a 2 on the 10 coin.
Yeah. No, you can literally release a coin. We could go spend 5 minutes on a computer right now.
There's a big controversy right now because the Hawk Tua girl released a coin.
Yeah.
And apparently it was supposed to be like everything was supposed to be like you earn it or pay for it. And I guess
just like her, it's free.
People on our team, once the coin started going up, flooded the market selling all them. And supposedly she's saying that the people are saying that they didn't sell them and it wasn't anybody on the team that was part of it.
But you know what that's called? It's called a rug pull.
Yeah, rug pull.
Yeah. So they rug pulled over.
So now that there's a big controversy because she's trying to say that wasn't what it was. I think that the people that she got involved with, probably that's what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
And she has no clue because
exactly.
What does she know about crypto?
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's a lot of it. Right now, it's a wild, wild west. Okay.
Again.
You can literally go out there.
Yeah.
You can print money overnight. Like we could literally go in there, hype a coin up right now, release it, and within 10 minutes we can make 10 grand if we wanted to fuck somebody over. That's what I'm saying. But that's how easy it is right now in crypto. Until they come in and regulate the stuff, is going to be people making crazy ass money in crypto.
So explain to me. So let's say I buy a coin. So first of all, I go. How do I even buy the coin?
So like I said,
meme coin comes out. It's not.
So meme coin comes out. So the meme coin is going to come out one or two ways. Yeah. You're going to pay it to get what's on this. So first of all, let me back up. There are different platforms that you can build off. Tron, actually, right now, that's why Tron's going up because people are starting to build meme coins on that platform. Okay, Solana. So you've heard of Solana, right? Solana is the number one meme coin platform that you build on. Coinbase is trying to come out with theirs. These different platforms have where you can build on. So basically, if Radium is a Solana platform. So essentially, a coin is released two ways. On Radium, when you pay to get it released, and then it automatically goes on what's called this thing called Deck Screener that you can trade on. But they got a bunch of other trading bots you can buy that, or people buy it through Phantom wallets. You can go on YouTube and it'll explain the whole process. Or you can go on these two sites where one is Pump.Fund and the other one is Moonshot, and that's sponsored by Deck Screener. Pump.Fund, you can literally launch a coin for $5. $5, you can launch a coin. And people can buy it up. Once it hits 100,000, it goes to Radium. Like you can pay to go on Radium automatically, or you can go what's called a bonding curve. And so the bonding curve, once you get to 100,000, you go to Radium automatically and shoot you up, and then more people buy it. Then once it gets big enough, so I'll give you an example, the meme, you've probably seen the Chill Guy meme. Yeah. What fucking bananas. Yeah. So all these exchanges, high-level exchanges, are called CEXs. They're where, average Joes can go on like a KuCoin or whatever can go. They'll pick, if they see a hot coin going up that fast, they'll pick them up and they'll put them on their exchange. So more people can buy and expose more people.
So then you can just go on there and dump your coins once it, because I'm saying if I bought something for 100 and all of a sudden it's 6 million, how do I cash that out?
Oh, it's easy. So basically you probably would have bought it on your Phantom app. If you were smart, you can buy them on your Phantom app and then you swap it to Solana.
Okay.
So
you swap it to like a more stable.
Yeah, stable coin. There you go. And then you swap it and then it swaps to a stable coin. And then now you have $6 million worth of Solana, which ain't no Ain't no bullshit coin. So now you just flipped out of a meme coin that could go to zero in a second now to a stable coin, essentially. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And that's what they're on there every day, man. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm up. I'm a night owl. I'm up there late sometimes, and you know, I'm playing on the computer. It's like playing with the lotto, because if you hit a Bitcoin, another coin that shot up was crazy. You gotta look at these narratives. So narrative that's out, Christmas narratives out there. Another one is called Rismas. It's you know, people's like, oh, you got the Riz, you got the Riz. Now it's like, oh, so it's Risma season. So instead of Christmas, it's Risma. The coin came out and fucking went bananas, and a lot of people made money off that. So you have to kind of like study and see. You know, TikTok kind of pushes these coins a lot, but you got to see what's like trendy. If you see something that comes out that's super trendy, you start seeing it a lot, you can jump on them. I guarantee you, within a day or two, somebody's gonna make a coin that has to do with that meme in some shape or way, some shape or form. And if you catch it early enough,
You can make some money, huh?
make some straight money, bro. It's like I said, crypto right now is crazy right now. But you know, I'm anxious to see, because I've been in crypto for fucking a long time, and to see fucking Bitcoin go for 150 fucking bucks back in the day, where you were trading from this person to this person. You've seen the stories of a dude paying 10,000 Bitcoins for a fucking pizza. Yeah. You imagine if you had 10,000 Bitcoin, if you had the foresight to say, I'm just going to fucking store this in a garage like I've done before. I ain't going to fucking go through that story. Throw it on a computer in the garage and just forget about it. Yeah. And then this run comes back, you fire back up that computer. 10,000. I mean,
I'll be nervous though.
What you be nervous about, bro?
That I'm gonna forget my password, or that I'm gonna lose my shit, or that the computer will break. I mean, no, seriously.
But here's the thing: you gonna be nervous and not open that bitch, or you gotta be nervous and say, "Fuck it, it's going." You know,
well, I'm gonna be nervous.
You're nervous, but guess what? You crack that some bitch open. Yeah. Think about this: Bitcoin. I think it came down to 96 right now, but think about 100,000, right? Yeah. What's 10,000 of them bitches? Yeah. Are we looking at it? What's that, a billion?
Yeah.
Is that a billion?
Yeah.
You just became a billionaire off 10,000.
I think it's actually more. Actually, hold on. I believe it's at least $1 billion.
It's at least $1 billion, right?
At least $1 billion. Yeah.
That's what. But I'm not no mathematician, but I'm saying do the fucking numbers, bro. If you had the foresight to just hold on to that bitch? Yeah. It's crazy, man, and it's not going to stop. I wouldn't be surprised if this time next year we're sitting at $250,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah, there's people that say by 2030, Bitcoin could be worth 2.5 million. Or something.
Yeah. Something. It's going, because here's the thing. It was the first coin out. Like I said, it's better, way better. You talk about utility coin is way better. I mean, Litecoin is actually better than Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? But Bitcoin is like that stable. It's like that gold. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to go away. It was the first coin that was ever, created. It's only 21 billion coins ever fucking created, ever. So that's why the supply is so low. It's, like I said, it's not going anywhere. I just think, like you said, unless the government comes in and says, hey, we're going to fucking start our own digital currency, and this is the only one that's going to be respected, you know what I'm saying? And that's possible.
Isn't that USDT or whatever?
I mean, USDT, but that's not to the government, though. That's to somebody else. But I can see, USDT is supposed to be a stable coin where you can take your money out and just let it sit there. But I'm anxious to see how, especially with the new administration saying that they are friendly to cryptocurrency.
Let me jump in real quick, because this reminds me so much of 2018.
Yeah, right.
It seems like it's a repeat. Like, remember, we were all in this heavy. Yeah. I remember staying up on Cryptopia and all these other crazy sites, trading like a day trader, and we were all winning for like 2 months. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, the plug got pulled. I remember after January.
Bro, here's the thing. Yeah. People don't realize, like, Bitcoin's gonna go to all-time highs, but it's gonna come back down. Yeah. It's gonna do exactly what it did before. It's a cycle. It's a cycle that we're on the super cycle right now, right? And so you're going to see all-time highs a bit and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be surprised after the super cycle it comes down and back down to 70, 60, 70,000. People are like, oh my gosh, I lost money. Just the same way when it first went up to 20,000 and fucking everybody and their grandma jumped in and it went all the way back down to $3,000. You know what I'm saying? And then it fucking went up and flew past there.
All I'm saying is I think this time around is different because again, but you always have to reference the past because it's history. And so people that jumped in that thought that, I mean, even for a while, we're like, we can't lose. You can do anything and you're going to win.
Right.
And there was like 2 months of that. And then it just got crushed and never recovered.
Right.
Well, there's so many.
Well, it's recovering now. I mean,
or not never recovered, but it didn't recover all the way through COVID.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, it took him at it. But I mean, look at when you guys bought Tron at. Well, I mean, probably 9 cents.
True. But then don't get me wrong. But we also look
XRP,
at all
probably 30 cents.
No,
whatever.
true. But remember Coin?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, we got into. I mean, yeah.
Murdered on that one.
I mean, yeah. There was a bunch of coins that came out that
Ember.
we were fucking, but let's be real. They said they had some good utility behind it, but we were gambling.
But again, same thing we said just right now. You throw anything out there and it works. The only thing is, it's a new generation.
Oh yeah. Well, no. These meme coins I'm talking about. These meme coins are fucking straight up gambling. Bro.
Yeah, like
that's what
Tate. What's his name? What's
Tate?
Yeah, Andrew Tate. He made a video earlier today or whatever, or the last couple of days that's been floating around. Put your money in crypto, no matter what. Whatever you put your money in, it's going to go up. You know what I mean? Like, and so people are shilling again.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, here's the thing about Andrew Tate. I love the dude. I love the inspirational shit that he brought. So
agreed.
But that cat, if you go back 6 months ago, he was shitting on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. I mean, you still got fucking the dude, the financial dude, Kramer on MSNBC. He's still shitting on Bitcoin. And I'm like, bro, come on. I mean, obviously you've been wrong about this thing and you're still wrong. Unless the government wipes it out somehow, it ain't going nowhere. It's only going up. You cannot touch, you have to recognize it as a real token. You just have to. It's that and Ethereum ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be real.
And then the rumors of, again, we mentioned them earlier in the show, BlackRock and them. Going with
invest in it. I mean, you heard Saylor just came back and is pushing his company to invest even more money into Bitcoin to bump their bottom line up. I mean, it's just
which country also isn't which country?
You talking about Venezuela?
Yeah, Venezuela.
Yeah.
Is buying Bitcoin.
Yeah,
right?
buying Bitcoin. I mean,
the only thing that I've heard about Bitcoin is because there's such a finite amount of it that it's going to price out the average.
Oh, here's the thing. Well, here's the thing is you still can get fractions. You can still get fractions of it.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
But the cost to actually.
Are you talking about the transaction fees?
Yeah, transaction fees.
So
high.
So what they've done though, and that's what you had the Lightning Network. That's where Litecoin came in, and the Lightning Network was attached to Bitcoin to try to be able to reduce those fees.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of the utility coins are.
Yeah. So here's the thing. That's what people don't understand is like some of these utilities latch on to Bitcoin to bring down those fees. So I think the fee part ain't gonna be fun. It's gonna be if you want to own a bet. Yeah. You're going to be able to own a fraction. You know what I'm saying? And hope that fraction goes up. The problem is.
It's like gold.
You own a little piece of it. It doesn't go as much. It doesn't go up as much as if you own XRP or if you own Tron, because that goes from 50 cents to $2 is way more than fucking from 70 to fucking 100. I mean, you're like, oh no, that's $30,000. No, your money actually goes a lot longer, on a smaller little utility coin. But anyway. Hey, before we get to the end, just want to touch real quick on South Korea. We talk about democracy and stuff like that. They had fucking martial law declared 4 or 5 days ago. But Nick, you told me they just raised it because they were trying to do a military coup.
They're trying to get. Well, I think the president was trying to keep himself in power. I think there's a bunch of the opposition saying that they need he needs to be gone, he needs to step down. They're trying to put the new leadership in place now because basically it sounds like from what I'm reading is that he declared martial law to kind of protect himself and use the military against the opposition. So which didn't work, and he removed it, and now people are calling for him to step down.
Yeah, this is democracy, and like I said, man. democracy is flimsy, bro. It is. It can be gone in a second. It just depends on who's in power and how they use it. So
It's like freedom.
yeah, I mean, it can be gone in a second. So just be, like I said, man, just be just be careful, like I said, and like I said, just be appreciative of where you live. The one thing I know about the American people, they'll stand up. They will. I mean, they'll let a little bullshit go on here and there, but when they feel like it's the balance is being tipped one way or another, we correct the ship. So that's what I say. But hey, we come to the end of the show. Thought of the day. Start out with you, Greedy. What you got, man?
I'm just going to say, to feed off of what I was talking about earlier, the holiday season, Christmas is really, obviously it's about, religion and Jesus. But I mean, Christmas holiday was built for the children. There's plenty of kids out there that, their parents, their families can't afford stuff. They're in foster system. They're in, just bad situations. So if you have an opportunity, rather than waste money, go find a charity or organization that does good things for the kids around the holiday and make a donation, buy some gifts, do something like that.
There you go. Boom.
I know we always say this, one of us has a message every so often at the end of the show, but I think I just want to remind, everybody again, life's short. Can't take anything for granted. Enjoy your loved ones and then cherish your time, and also be careful. I found out the other day, I was talking to Lambert, right? Mm-hmm. And he was on his way to Napa with his daughters and a couple of their friends. So there was like 6 of them in the car, plus Greg, plus one of the daughter's boyfriends. So they were in the Denali. They were on their way to Napa. It was raining like crazy. Mm-hmm. And as he's going about 65 in the rain on the highway, whatever, in these Napa roads, his tire blows.
Oh, shit.
And he was telling me the story that he's going right into like an embankment wall. And so he's quickly, this is all nanoseconds. I've had something similar happen before. I told a story, but I think, one of the shows. But shit slows down for a second. You have to make your decisions,
Don't slam on your brakes.
And he was like, man, he didn't think that it'd be a good outcome going 65 into the freaking wall, whatever. So he said he saw mud because it was raining so heavy. He took them down an embankment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But the thing is, when they went down, because it was so muddy, it caused the big truck with everybody in to sink in, and it flipped 3 times.
Oh, damn. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, he took the brunt of it. Like, he's got a busted shoulder and he's got like a bad leg. But he said they all were able to get out of the car. Like, he had to limp out, whatever. And one of his daughters every window got busted. All the glass got broken. Gotcha. Like, the girls got cut, but nobody got hurt.
Gotcha.
Hurt. Well, one girl busted her ankle getting out too.
Gotcha.
But like, and I guess they said that's one guy, he felt bad for this guy, was in Napa, was real nice in a suit and some nice shoes, came down and got his pants all muddy and everything, pulling people out, and stuff. But again, this is a very close, like a brother to me, older brother. Damn. And so to have him tell me that story, I sat there real quick and I was in shock. And, Lambert, he's casual, like talking already. Hey, what are we doing? Wonderful Creek, Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, bro, you're lucky to be here. And, I think back to the times I've been lucky to be here. We all had our stories. But again, man, just don't take things for granted. Try and be smart about it. Maybe slow down a little. Don't be afraid. But again, be smart about things. And then also be thankful about the moment you got again. Again, just another reminder of a million of them to be thankful, be appreciative, make the most of what you have while you have it.
Mm-hmm. So. There you go. Hey, I just want to say we didn't get a chance to get to it. There was an earthquake in California.
Yeah.
I just want to, thoughts and prayers go out to them, make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, 7.0.
My daughter's out there in LA. Yeah. It's just crazy out there. I know you've probably experienced some earthquakes being out from California. It just, like I said, just crazy times, man, going on.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So, be careful out in California, man. Yeah. You can't get out. The faults and stuff. But, hey, we'll catch you on the next week.
All right, definitely.
All right, love you.
Love you.